our 4 semifinalists. Ed Orgeron of LSU, Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma, Ryan Day from Ohio State, and Dabo Swinney from Clemson, each trying to deal with an incredibly compacted, frenetic schedule. As Chris Fowler said at the top of the show, basically just over 2 weeks before we kick off in the respective semifinals. Ed, let me begin with you. No one has a straight line to success or a season necessarily like the one you've had this season. What did you learn, Ed, in the previous coaching stops that you think have made a season like this possible?
It's easy. Get great assistant coaches and get great players.
When you look back and you reflect upon Ole Miss and the interim job at USC, one lesson that you carried forth that you think you most wanted to apply?
You know, I want to treat all players like my sons, like my family, have a family-type atmosphere where everybody enjoy coming to work, play together, one team, one heartbeat.
And that has certainly come to fruition this season. Lincoln, almost old hat for you at this point. For the 3rd consecutive season, you'll have a quarterback who's going to New York City as a Heisman finalist. How have you molded your system to each particular quarterback with his unique skill set with so much success?
Yeah, they've overcome their coaching. It's been fun. They've all been different, and certainly this journey with Jalen this year, it's not years like it was with the previous 2. It's been a few months, but it's been a great few months, and looking forward to the next. Jalen
has said over and over that the journey isn't over. But to this point, how would you describe his time and ride through college football?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, to do what he's done, certainly at Alabama, and then to make the transition here with everything being new, and then I think the world has seen how he's handled it, you know, with the utmost class, and he's certainly been tremendous for us.
Ryan, first season at Ohio State, the expectations are what they always are in Columbus. How did you balance those with building and shaping a program in your own way and image?
Yeah, well, we took it from the beginning of the year. We kind of looked at the schedule and said, you know, when you look at each game individually, it's not as daunting, but when you look at the whole season, it can kind of be overwhelming. So really talk to him about the season, what it was going to be, and then it was all about the leadership and what the older guys and you know, our great players have to play great in big games. And we knew that was going to happen late in the season, and they did, you know, so all the credit goes to the coaching staff and those leaders.
One thing that you could not have known when Coach Meyer put that whistle around your neck in the locker room almost a year ago that you know now?
At the end of the day, I mean, the expectations are just off the charts, and that if you win, you know, it's great. If you don't, then obviously you have to deal with those consequences. And so as the games get bigger and bigger, you know, that mounts up. But all you do is you just rely on the guys around you, and you just trust the people around you. You empower it. You jump into your work, and you just trust those guys.
Dabo, chatting backstage, we talked a bit about how crazy this particular schedule is. How would you describe what you have to manage from basically having an hour or 2 to savor a conference title to then having to fast forward to a semifinal matchup?
Yeah, it's really busy. You know, you got to have a plan. You got to be very organized. You got to have great people around you, and everybody's got a lot of work to do. And as we all know, this year we lost a week on the calendar. So we just had 1 week to recruit and to kind of get everything started. And as you said, we're going to play here in about 2 weeks. So just a lot going on, balancing this stuff, recruiting, and getting your guys ready and focused on a great opponent.
You've suggested in the past, Dabo, that if you go to the bookstore, you can see a lot of books that teach you how to be a success. There are far fewer that teach you how to stay successful. How have you learned to do that with such consistency at Clemson?
Well, don't take anything for granted. You know, you got to start over every year. That's just kind of been our mode of operation, if you will, from day one. We start over every year, literally tear it down, start over. And I think that helps you remember how you got there. And it's all about the people. You know, everything starts with that. We don't take anything. We have to put the work in. You have to earn it. Year in and year out. You don't get to carry anything over. You don't get to carry any touchdowns over, any sacks. So it's just paying the price all over again, year in and year out, and having fun doing it. I think that's important. Not losing perspective, making sure that you keep a good, healthy perspective and balance. Because if you don't, it can suck the life out of you.
Dabo and Ryan, Lincoln and Ed, congratulations that may get to the semifinals, and good luck in just over 2 weeks.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app, and if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.